Commander Sarah Chen stood at the viewport of Deep Space Station Argus, watching the stars with an expression that betrayed nothing of the weight pressing down on her shoulders. The quantum detection array she'd helped design had been picking up anomalous signals for weeks now. Signals that shouldn't exist. "Commander," Lieutenant Rivera's voice carried across the station's command center, tight with suppressed excitement. "We've got another one. Same signature as before, but stronger." Chen moved to the holographic display, her movements deliberate and controlled. The three-dimensional map of local space showed a cluster of quantum distortions that, according to every other species in known space, should be impossible to detect. Their visitors were getting careless. "How many does this make?" she asked, though she already knew the answer. 17 distinct observation posts, ma'am. This new one's holding position just beyond Saturn's rings. Rivera's fingers danced across the haptic interface, highlighting the network of alien surveillance stations that had been watching Earth for who knew how long. "They're still using their stealth systems, still think we can't see them." Chen allowed herself a small smile. "And that's exactly how we want it, Lieutenant." The truth was, humanity had detected their first alien observers nearly 30 years ago. That discovery had changed everything. Not because it proved we weren't alone in the universe, but because it revealed how the galaxy really worked. Species were watched, evaluated, and judged before being discovered and invited into the galactic community. But humanity had done something unprecedented. Instead of developing along expected lines, Earth had created a shadow technology program, advancing in secret while maintaining a carefully crafted facade of normal development. Every launched chemical rocket concealed quantum drives. Every clumsy radio transmission masked quantum entanglement communications. Every primitive satellite contained technologies that would make their watchers' heads spin. "New transmission from Command," Rivera announced. "Project Revelation has been greenlit. They want us to proceed with Phase 1. Chen straightened, her heart rate picking up slightly. This was it, the moment 30 years of preparation had been building toward. "Send the signal to all stations. It's time to let our friends know we've been aware of their presence all along." She turned to the rest of her crew, all hand-picked for this moment. "Ladies and gentlemen, for 3 decades humanity has played the role of an emerging civilization, slowly developing while under observation. Today, we show the galaxy who we really are." Chen activated the station's quantum comm system, the one that, officially, wouldn't be invented for another century. "This is Commander Chen of the Earth Defense Force, to all observation posts in the Sol system. We know you're there. We've known for 30 years. Your stealth systems are ineffective against our quantum detection grid. Please acknowledge." The silence that followed was deafening. Chen could almost imagine the panic in those hidden stations as their operators realized their cover was blown. Finally, a response came, transmitted on what they thought was a secure channel. "This is impossible," a voice replied in accented galactic standard. "Your species lacks the technology to detect quantum signatures, to decode your transmissions, to understand your language." Chen interrupted. "I assure you, we are capable of far more than that. My government has authorized me to extend an invitation to your representatives. It's time we had an honest conversation about humanity's place in the galaxy." More silence, then a different voice, this one carrying more authority. "You claim to have hidden your true technological level from multiple observing civilizations for 3 decades. Why reveal yourselves now?" Chen's smile widened slightly. "Because the galaxy is changing. There are threats on the horizon that none of us can face alone. We've watched you watching us, learned your strengths and weaknesses. Now we're offering something unprecedented. A genuine partnership, not the supervised development program you had planned for us." She gestured to Rivera, who activated a secondary transmission. Instantly, every observation post in the system received a data packet containing proof of humanity's achievements, quantum physics breakthroughs, artificial intelligence innovations, and technologies that would reshape their understanding of what was possible. "The choice is yours." Chen continued. You can continue pretending we don't know you're there, or we can begin a new chapter in galactic history. One where humanity takes its place as an equal partner, not a supervised primitive species. As responses began flooding in from increasingly agitated observation posts, Shan allowed herself a moment of satisfaction. Humanity had rewritten the rules of first contact, and the galaxy would never be the same. The real question was, how would their watchers react when they learned this was just the beginning of humanity's surprises? The Grand Assembly Chamber of the Galactic Concordat buzzed with nervous energy as Ambassador Elena Santos stood calmly at its center. Above her, representatives from 17 different species argued in increasingly agitated tones. The massive quantum display behind her showed a real-time map of Earth's defense grid, technology that, according to their records, shouldn't exist for at least another millennium. This is unprecedented, bellowed Representative Cax, his crystalline form flickering with agitation. You didn't just hide your development. You actively deceived the entire galactic community. Did we? Elena's voice carried easily through the chamber, silencing the noise. By your own protocols, we were under no obligation to reveal our capabilities to unauthorized observers in our system. In fact, your presence there violated several of your own laws regarding non-interference with developing civilizations. A new figure stepped forward, High Administrator Ven of the Science Directorate. Their multifaceted eyes studied Elena with unsettling intensity. You speak of our protocols as if you've known them for years. We have. Elena nodded to her aide, who activated another display. Allow me to introduce you to Project Oracle. The chamber's holographic system came alive with a vast network of quantum information streams. Data flowed like rivers of light, connecting countless points across known space. The alien representatives fell silent as they recognized their own secure networks, their classified communications, their most closely guarded secrets. 30 years ago, Elena continued, we didn't just detect your observers. We reverse-engineered their quantum technologies and used them to access your information networks. Project Oracle is an artificial intelligence system that has been analyzing and interpreting your data ever since. We know everything, your histories, your conflicts, your alliances, and your fears. Impossible, someone shouted. No AI could process that much quantum data. Elena smiled. That's because you are still thinking linearly. Human consciousness doesn't work that way. And neither does our AI. Oracle doesn't just process information. It understands patterns, predicts outcomes, sees connections your systems miss. It's how we knew we needed to hide our true capabilities until now. She gestured, and the display shifted to show a pattern of disturbing anomalies at the edge of known space. There's something coming. Something your civilizations have been too fractured, too caught up in political maneuvering to notice. But Oracle saw it years ago. The chamber erupted in questions, but High Administrator Ven raised a hand for silence. You claim to have this advanced technology, this all-seeing AI, yet you chose to reveal yourselves now. Why? Because facing what's coming requires unity. Elena replied. Real unity, not the political facade the Concordat maintains. We could have kept hiding, kept developing in secret. Instead, we're offering a partnership. She touched a control on her wrist, and the display changed again. This time, it showed technologies beyond even what they'd revealed before. Quantum shielding that could protect entire star systems, energy weapons that could shatter planets, and defense systems that defied known physics. This is what humanity can offer, not as subjects to be studied, not as junior partners to be guided, but as equals who chose to step forward when we saw a greater threat approaching. The silence that followed was profound. Elena could see the calculations happening behind every alien face, the weighing of pride against pragmatism, of tradition against survival. Finally, High Administrator Ven spoke again. You understand that trust must be earned. That many here will see your deception, however justified, as reason to reject any alliance. Of course, Elena smiled. That's why we're not asking for trust based on words alone. Oracle has predicted 3 major crises that will hit Concordat space within the next solar month. When they occur exactly as we forecast, you'll understand that everything we've said is true. The only question is, will you be ready to listen then? As the chamber erupted in fresh debate, Alina's quantum communicator pulsed silently. A message from Earth. The first crisis was already beginning, right on schedule. Now they would show the galaxy that humanity's actions spoke even louder than their revelations. The game was changing, and humanity had just played its first major card. But Alina knew this was just the beginning. The real test would come when the galaxy realized that Project Oracle wasn't their greatest achievement. It was just the one they were ready to reveal. The emergency alert hit every quantum network simultaneously. In the Centauri sector, a stellar engineering project had spiraled catastrophically out of control. The Proxima containment field was failing, threatening to unleash a cascade of quantum instabilities that could tear apart half a dozen inhabited systems. Director Marcus Jean watched from Earth's Quantum Command Center as the Concordat's emergency response played out exactly as Oracle had predicted. Too slow, too cautious, too bound by protocol to prevent disaster. They're evacuating Proxima II, his second-in-command, Dr. Amara Patel, reported. But their quantum drives can't handle the volume. We're looking at millions of potential casualties. Marcus straightened in his chair. How long until they realize they can't handle this alone? Oracle gives it 6 minutes, Amara replied, her fingers dancing across quantum interfaces that most species thought impossible. Their containment measures are failing faster than projected. We might have overplayed our hand letting this crisis happen. We didn't let it happen, Marcus corrected. We knew it was inevitable. The only choice was whether to reveal ourselves before or after the casualties started mounting. He activated the global command channel. All Earth defense units. This is Director Zhang. Operation Lighthouse is now active. Execute Protocol Sigma. Across the Sol system, massive quantum gates that had been hidden in plain sight for decades began powering up. Ships that dwarfed anything in the Concordat's fleet emerged from quantum storage facilities beneath Earth's oceans and inside the Moon's hollow core. In the Centauri sector, the Concordat's emergency fleet commander was reaching the same conclusion Oracle had predicted. We can't contain it. The field is collapsing faster than our models showed possible. Begin full evacuation of all. The transmission cut off as a massive quantum signature appeared at the edge of the system. The Earth ship Prometheus dropped out of quantum space, its hull gleaming with technologies the Concordat had thought centuries away from development. This is Captain Sarah Chen of the Earth Defense Force. A familiar voice transmitted on all frequencies. We've been monitoring the situation and are moving to assist. Please clear a corridor to the containment field. The Concordat ships hesitated, their commanders no doubt remembering heated debates from just days before about whether to trust humanity. But as the Proxima containment field's collapse accelerated, they had no choice. The Prometheus moved with impossible grace for its size, positioning itself between the failing containment field and the inhabited worlds. Its quantum shields expanded, forming a barrier that even the Concordat's most advanced sensors couldn't fully analyze. Initiating quantum resonance cascade, Chen announced. All ships maintain your current positions. What happened next would be debated in scientific circles for decades to come. The Prometheus didn't just contain the quantum instability. It absorbed it, channeled it, and redirected it through a series of precisely calculated quantum gates. In less than 15 minutes, a crisis that should have destroyed half a sector was reduced to a manageable cleanup operation. As emergency teams began assessing the damage, Marcus received another quantum ping from Oracle. The A's predictions were adjusting, showing new probability curves based on humanity's intervention. "Sir," Amara called out, "we're receiving priority transmissions from every major power in the Concordat. They're requesting immediate technological assistance." Marcus allowed himself a small smile. "And now we begin the real work. Prepare the briefing packages Oracle developed. It's time to show them why cooperation is better than competition. But even as Earth's diplomatic corps began the delicate process of negotiating humanity's new role in galactic affairs, Oracle was processing data that would change everything. The quantum instability hadn't been a natural occurrence. Someone, or something, had engineered it. The first crisis had been resolved, but it had also confirmed humanity's deepest fears. There was an intelligence moving in the shadows of the galaxy, testing defenses, probing for weaknesses. And if Oracle's predictions were correct, this was just the opening move in a game that would determine the fate of all intelligent life. The question was, would the Concordat accept humanity's help before it was too late? Deep within Luna's quantum core facility, Dr. Maya Patel stood before the assembled leaders of Earth's Defense Council and the Concordat's emergency response team. The quantum hologram floating between them showed patterns that had taken Oracle years to piece together. The Proxima incident wasn't isolated, Maya explained, her voice steady despite the weight of the revelation. We've detected similar quantum signatures at 37 different locations across known space over the past decade. Most were dismissed as natural phenomena or technological accidents. High Administrator Ven's crystalline form pulsed with concern. You believe these were tests? We know they were. Maya gestured, and the hologram shifted to show a complex web of quantum disturbances. Oracle analyzed the pattern months ago. Each incident was precisely calculated to test different aspects of our civilization's response capabilities. Whoever is behind this has been systematically probing our defenses. Fleet Admiral Kara Wong stepped forward, her weathered face grim. What we're about to share goes beyond even what Oracle initially discovered. During the Proxima intervention, we detected something that shouldn't exist. Quantum technologies that exceed even humanity's current capabilities. The hologram shifted again, showing a shadow in quantum space, something that seemed to bend reality around itself. The alien representatives leaned forward, their various sensory organs focusing intently on the image. We're calling them the architects, Wong continued. They appear to be an ancient species, or possibly a collective of species, that has mastered quantum engineering at a level we're only beginning to understand. And they're watching us. All of us. Why reveal this now? Asked Representative Cax, their crystalline resonance frequencies conveying deep unease. If these architects are as advanced as you claim. Because they're getting ready to move. Maya interrupted. The pattern of tests is accelerating. Oracle predicts a major incursion within the next solar month. But more importantly, we've discovered why they're interested in this sector of space. She activated a secure quantum channel, and a new hologram appeared. A mathematical model of reality itself. Our research suggests the architects aren't just testing our defenses. They're looking for something. Something they believe exists in this region of space. A quantum anomaly that could potentially alter the fundamental structure of the universe. The chamber erupted in concerned murmurs, but Maya raised her hand for silence. We don't fully understand their objectives, but Oracle has modeled thousands of scenarios. In every successful outcome, survival depends on something unprecedented. Complete cooperation between all our civilizations. Admiral Wong took over. Earth has already begun adapting our quantum defense grid to protect key systems. We can extend this protection to Concordat space, but it will require full integration of our technologies. No more secrets, no more hidden agendas. You ask for tremendous trust, Ven observed, from civilizations you deceived for decades. We ask for survival, Wong countered. Earth hid its capabilities because we saw fragments of this threat years ago. We needed to develop our technologies without drawing attention. But now the game has changed. The architects are coming, and they don't care about our political divisions or past mistrust. Maya brought up one final hologram, a real-time view of quantum space around the galaxy. Tiny distortions were appearing with increasing frequency, like ripples in a pond. Oracle gives us weeks, maybe months, before they make their move. The question isn't whether to trust humanity. It's whether we can afford not to. The alien representatives exchanged glances, their various communication methods conveying a mix of fear, skepticism, and grudging acceptance. Finally, High Administrator Ven spoke for them all. "What do you propose?" Admiral Wong smiled grimly. Operation Lighthouse was just the beginning. Let us show you Project Sentinel, humanity's real defense against the darkness. But I warn you, what you're about to see will challenge everything you think you know about the nature of reality itself. As the quantum cores beneath Luna hummed with power, Maya watched the aliens' reactions carefully. They were about to learn that humanity's greatest achievement wasn't hiding its development. It was preparing for a war that the rest of the galaxy didn't even know was coming. The architects had spent eons testing civilizations, watching them rise and fall. But they had never encountered anything like humanity's unique blend of deception, innovation, and determination. The question was, would it be enough? The quantum realm blazed with energy as the architects made their move. Their vessels, if they could be called that, emerged from dimensional spaces that shouldn't exist, reality-warping constructs that made even humanity's most advanced ships look primitive. Admiral Wong stood in the Combined Command Center beneath Luna, watching as Oracle's predictions played out with terrifying accuracy. Representatives from every major civilization in known space gathered around the quantum displays, watching as their combined fleets moved into position. "They're targeting the quantum anomaly," Maya reported, her hands flying across multiple interfaces. "Just as Oracle predicted. Their power signatures are, sir, they're beyond anything we've ever seen." "Then it's time." Wong nodded to High Administrator Ven. "Are your people ready?" The crystalline being's form pulsed with nervous energy. "All Concordat vessels are linked to your quantum network. Though I still don't understand how this Project Sentinel of yours is supposed to." They were interrupted by a massive surge in quantum energy. The architects' forces had begun their assault on the fabric of reality itself, attempting to tear open a hole in space-time to reach whatever lay beyond. "All forces, execute Operation Unity," Wong commanded. "This is what we've prepared for. Maya, activate Sentinel." Deep beneath every major planet in human and Concordat space, quantum cores that humanity had secretly installed decades ago surged to life. They weren't weapons or shields. They were nodes in a vast quantum computer network that encompassed the entire sector of space. "Sentinel online," Maya announced. "Quantum resonance field establishing." Now, the effect was immediate and stunning. As the architects attempted to breach reality, they found themselves caught in a quantum web of unprecedented complexity. Every ship in the combined fleet became a node in the network, their systems linking in ways that transcended normal physics. "This is impossible," one of the alien scientists whispered. "You've created a quantum consciousness across multiple star systems." "No," Maya corrected, her eyes fixed on the displays. "We created the framework. But this is all of us, thinking and acting as one. Human intuition, Concordat precision, every species adding their unique perspective to the quantum network." The architects' forces reacted with visible confusion as their careful calculations suddenly meant nothing. They were facing something unprecedented, not just advanced technology, but the combined consciousness of multiple civilizations working in perfect harmony. "They're attempting to adjust," Wong observed. "Maya, show them why that's a mistake." The quantum network pulsed, and reality itself seemed to shudder. The combined fleet moved with impossible coordination, each ship anticipating the other's actions through the quantum link. Weapons fired from 1,000 vessels struck with perfect synchronization, their effects amplified by the quantum resonance field. For the first time in recorded history, the architects were forced to retreat. Their reality-warping ships flickered and vanished, leaving behind only quantum echoes and a profound silence. In the command center, representatives from 17 different species stood in stunned silence. Finally, High Administrator Ven spoke. "You didn't just prepare for war," they said slowly. "You created a way for all of us to transcend our limitations, to become something greater than the sum of our parts. That was always the plan, Wang smiled. Humanity's greatest strength isn't our technology or our deception. It's our ability to adapt, to cooperate, to see possibilities where others see limitations. We didn't build Sentinel to fight the Architects. We built it to unite the galaxy. Maya's console pinged with new data from Oracle. They'll be back, she warned. This was just the first confrontation. Let them come, Wang replied. Because next time, they won't be facing divided civilizations. They'll be facing the unified galaxy that's learned humanity's most important lesson. The strongest defense isn't technology or weapons. It's the ability to stand together, to combine our strengths, and to face the unknown without fear. As the quantum network hummed with the combined consciousness of countless beings, a new era of galactic history began. Humanity had not just revealed its power, it had shown the galaxy a path to something greater than any single species could achieve alone. The Architects would return, but they would find something they had never encountered in all their eons of testing civilizations, a galaxy that had learned to transcend its differences and face the darkness as one. And at the heart of it all was humanity's greatest gift to the cosmos, not the technology they had hidden, but the vision of unity they had spent decades preparing to share. The future was uncertain, but for the first time, the galaxy was ready to face it together.